Greetings and salutations, beautiful people. I am Mac Epiphany, and I have not done this intro in 2 weeks. So yeah, welcome to Hillard. This is Class Delta. Let's get some intros going.
Hey, I'm Spucky Taylor, and yes, I did get my nails did, and that's it. I'm so excited for today's episode. I still don't like Mac. The series will still go on. Gotta stay true to the bit.
All right.
Hello, you beautiful people. It is Keon. I also have not done this intro in 2 weeks, but hey, hope y'all having fun. I am probably gonna be getting yelled at by my friends this episode, and that's gonna be great. But yeah, pray for me.
I guess that would be me. It's your girl Coco. I'm gonna be one of the people cursing Alo out, so it's all good. What is an intro, really? I'm done.
What's up, party people? It's Luxie popping in, and you know what? We don't have to yell at each other. It's just a small, tiny deal with the devil. That's all it is. It's fine.
It's just gonna be a strong conversation.
You snorted and put ice on my face. What do you mean?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I didn't yell.
It's just a strongly worded conversation.
Exactly.
All right, and I am Mac Epiphany, and I will be serving as DM tonight. We're gonna hop right into it. Who wants to give me a recap?
1, 2, 3, not it.
No. I think that Taylor and I should not have to do it because our birthdays were one last week and one next week. So
Dang. All right. That's. I feel like that's a great way to avoid giving any kind of recap. So,
yeah.
I'm gonna do the best to my ADHD rattled brain's ability to recap these things. Uh, we have found the Abbey in the midst of a crazy kind of ceremony with the two floaty guys and a spirit naga and two minotaur. Technically four minotaur. Was it four minotaur? I lost count. I was focused on killing things. I mean,
I think it was only 2.
two. Yeah. Okay. Um.
Depending on the roll of a dice, it would have been 4. But
Right.
Ooh. Um. We were handling it pretty all right. But Asha managed to knock out the daggone spirit naga for a little bit, so we were able to get closer to Abby and get her from her bonds. Uh, the hard way, apparently, seeing as how Elu decided during this time to call upon an old friend and have a nice little chat and make a deal of sorts, which shows that all that we really required was Madasha and the spirit of friendship.
He said it, not me. He said it, not me. I don't want to hear it.
So now we're dealing with the aftermath of that. Oh, and also Abby kissed Elu, which
Oh yeah.
that threw us all for a little bit of a loop.
Confused the fuck out of him, by the way.
you read her journal.
I did, but I wasn't expecting that.
That's what I remember.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, that pretty much covers it. We spent pretty much the whole session in combat. Elu made a deal with Sierran to figure out how to free Abby, and the answer was Madasha all along. So
Listen, she was around the
now
corner.
here
I
we
didn't
are
know.
now in the aftermath of the battle. Abby is free. All of your enemies have departed. And I just want to go down the line and ask, how is your character feeling right now? Let's start with Kirko.
Confused as hell. It's what she's feeling because she didn't see anything that happened. She's like, why is everybody pissed and mad at each other? Abby, it was just storming away to the stairs at first. And she's just like, all right. She just love a recap of what the hell just happened. She was just minding her business down here with the Minotaur and the Naga and all that jazz.
All right. Elu.
He's conflicted right now, to say the least. To him, he did what he had to do to save a friend. But to his other friends, he fucked up. So he's just like, all right, I'm gonna have to deal with this. It's my problem, not y'all's to deal with.
That's valid. Madasha.
I am confused because why was I the missing link in this? And angry because why would you call that nigga? Why? And then also, wait, I can't remember. Did I see the kiss or no?
I don't think you did.
Okay, then that's it.
Now, I am fairly certain the only one who saw that was Kirko.
Kirko at least saw that.
Yeah, Kiriko, again, that's still what the confused as hell comment came back to. Was to that.
And Clarence.
Boy, Clarence is real conflicted right now. Like, on one hand, he felt like we could have handled the situation. And, we didn't really need to have any kind of mystic hoodoo of demonry coming out and just make Vadasha pop up out of frickin' nowhere.
Right.
But it was that simple. But on the other hand, he also understands that this was a very dire situation in mind. Like, things were looking kind of grim. So he's conflicted on whether he wants to, like, pat Alu on the head or give him a really stern talking to.
Okay. So, Alu,
Mm-hmm.
none of your party mates were there in the thick of it. None of them really knew the depth of the consequences of this ritual. Only you understood that for Abby, this was life or death. Do you want to take this opportunity to explain it to your party members?
No,
Wow.
no, I do not.
Oh, okay.
So because Alu was already like, we'll talk about this later. We're not. We still have shit to handle. This is not the place to talk about it because he doesn't know what happened. Why the Minotaurs just up and left? They just dipped. So he's like, if they decide to come back, we don't want to be here. So he's walking out.
Okay. So, as you all are walking out, just before you reach the stairs, mid-stride, Abby stops walking. 1 foot in the air, 1 foot on the ground. Her body, it isn't engulfed in flames, but the image of rainbow-colored flames swirls across her skin. She's not reactive.
Hmm. What's the walking order right now?
Yeah.
I feel like
I think
Alu
I
would
would
be
be
in
in
front.
front.
Yeah.
I'd be in front, and I think Abby would have been behind me because she just kissed me,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mhm.
and then that's up to y'all.
Like Kiriko should be right there too, because Kiriko saw it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. Okay.
Uh, um, so are the flames bright enough for me to see them in front of me, basically?
I'm gonna say no. It's more like a dim light moving across her skin. Like,
So seeing that, Clarence is gonna just pop Divine Sense for a minute just to see if he feels anything negative around.
okay.
What the hell is wrong with this girl?
And then like walk up and kind of lightly, tap Abby and be like, You good? What's going on here? Is this you or is this some influence of the weird voodoo that we were looking at?
She is non-responsive. Kirko, make an Arcana check.
Cool. Excuse me. Sheet. It just was a white screen for a moment.
Actually, before that,
All right.
make a Wisdom save.
Why?
And this, folks, is why it is fuck man.
19.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make your.
Okay. All right. It's the blonde. I would like to use my charm thingy. That I can use it for that, right?
Sure.
Cool. 11.
Okay, so you have never seen this phenomena before, but you've studied it. You've read about it, you've seen images. This is a a symptom of a condition called monostasis that can happen when somebody is overwhelmed with a massive amount of magic.
Gotcha.
The bad news is it causes paralysis. The good news is it isn't life-threatening. It usually fixes itself. But that could take anywhere from a few minutes to a few days.
Makes sense.
All right.
Yeah, so Kiriko will pass that information along. So we just need to like get Abby into at least a safe space before we can continue on doing anything. We don't know how long this will last, but yeah.
Arthritis has me in a state. Father.
It's basically just like calming down from like a hardcore adrenaline rush, but you just can't move.
So this is
How?
natural?
Yeah, it should be fine.
That-
It's just the body's just trying to catch up. It's almost like your body's in defense mode. Yeah.
okay, how stiff is she right now?
She has one foot on the ground. She's not shaking at all.
Oh, okay. So Claire's just gonna walk over and just try and pick her up and lift her up over her shoulder.
You do so.
Cool. He
You
just holds
carry her
her
over your
way out.
shoulder like this.
He's gonna have his blade in the other hand just in case, and just be like, "We can handle this later."
Yeah.
Okay.
We
So
just need to be in a safe place and rest.
Yeah.
all right. So you guys head up the stairs and to the top level of the temple. What do you do from there?
Is the Phoenix still there?
Oh, on the level above,
Mm-hmm.
as you come up from the stairs, the Phoenix flaps its wings and takes off. And the door behind you closes.
Okay.
Oh, I go back in there.
No.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yeah, I don't know why we want to, but
Yeah, definitely don't want to go back there.
Take care, you magnificent creature.
yeah.
Jesus. So Alu's gonna turn and still not like look at the party, but his eyes land on Abby, and it just so we have to take her someplace safe. But we also have to find Sarah, and pretty sure having Abby with us while we're looking for Sarah is probably not a safe place.
No. Does anyone have teleport magic?
I'm afraid that's something I didn't have on my previous worksheet to learn. So, nope.
I don't know either. Madasha, does anyone in your family can create portals? So they can we can just yeet Abby to them?
By this point, Madasha's rage would have ended, and her ancestors could no longer be.
Yeah, no, they go.
Did Sarah still have the transportation orb, or did we get that from her?
Sarah still has it.
Yeah.
Of course, Sarah still hasn't.
Anybody have minor illusion to hide Abby?
I have minor illusion.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
If they wanted to hit all that. But that's minor illusion. And if we wanted to do all that.
Would that work?
How are you using it?
And how would we want to? What kind of illusion do we want to make? Like,
Can we are we outside now?
Sure.
yeah, I think.
Like, turn into a bush or something? I don't know.
We'll turn her.
Well, you can't turn her into a bush. You can make the illusion of a bush around her.
That works.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, we did all that. I'll turn into a rock. No, but yeah. I'll get my illusion of a bush.
Okay. That works.
Okay, so we'll make sure that we come back to the spot so we get Abby back. We can't forget Abby. And then Kiriko will tie a yellow ribbon around one of the trees so it just marks where this is where Abby is. This tree right here.
All right. So what now?
Before we head out, Alu's gonna go over to the tree, Abby, and just whisper to her that if you come up missing again, I will find you. And next time, I will leash you.
Oh gosh.
I will kill you. Not myself.
You will never
In the back
again.
of your mind, you just hear the word kinky in Abby's face.
Yeah, I knew you'd like that. All right.
All right.
All right. Do we remember which direction that Sarah went?
From coming out of the temple, it would be your left.
Okay.
Kiriko would start leading the group to the left. To the left. To the left.
Did you start that?
Okay. Give me survival or investigation.
All of
Yes.
us?
Not the fork.
Okay.
Everybody?
Let's see.
Whoever would like to.
Okay.
Which one's better?
My investigation is a 2.
Gonna go.
Alrighty, let's get it, Alu.
Oh, come on.
All right, let's get it, Alu. Alu, you got this, man.
Listen,
Yeah. Alu, you got this.
every last one of y'all is still confused. I'm on a mission here.
Clearly.
So,
Yeah, I just know we
Ladasha
go left.
I got a +4,
and
bro.
Clarence and Spunky, you're all kind of like bumblefucking around in this area.
I just know left. That's all I got.
You know how to hunt somebody.
Yeah. I feel like Alu has like has an old piece of like something that Sarah gave him like when they first got there. And he's kind of like on a hold tracking her where she's been and all this stuff right now.
So that's how you start off. But after traveling about 30 feet or so, you see the side of a tree has been marked with a knife. It's just a quick slash. Pointing just slightly more north.
If you guys look at the trees, pretty sure Sarah marked her way. So she went this way.
Oh shit, you're right.
The fact that Kirko is the only one that I know don't hate me right now, that's great.
Kiriko's living life. And he's like, you got kids. I don't know. I don't know. we find Sarah, I just need left, and now we got knife marks. Look at us, guys. What a team.
So about how long have we been walking at this point?
So if you follow these marks, you travel about a mile before you find a dead minotaur on the ground.
Well,
Yep, that's Sarah's doing, all right.
Hey, let's get it, Sarah.
can I loot?
Yeah, loot time.
Go for it.
Ooh, I want to get those horns.
What do I find?
So minotaurs aren't known for carrying many things, but it does have a light axe.
I swing it around a little bit. Nah, I'm good.
I use that axe to chop up the horns.
There you go.
Mhm.
Give me, well, another survival check.
Okay, I didn't do survival last time. Maybe the gods would. No.
No.
So you swing the axe down on this horn, and it shatters.
Ooh.
Damn.
All right.
Try the other one.
Gotta try the other horn.
Other horn.
18.
There you go.
Okay, so you get your angle a little bit better, plant your feet properly, slice through the horn about halfway down.
Close enough. Gotta put my foot down, try to crack the best way. I'm a half orc woman. You gotta use loincloth.
Terrifying.
So, if you continue following the marked trees, eventually you also come across a downed Oni. It's not dead, but he is on the ground and immobile.
Do Oni speak?
That's a good question, actually.
What an excellent.
Depends
Hold
how
on,
smart he is.
I have it in my. I'm pretty sure they speak. He is no longer wearing his chains. And he's just kind of like leaning back against a tree, breathing very heavily. And what the hell I'm going to say he speaks common.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he does. He speaks common and giant.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
great.
Oh, nice.
So where's the girl that did this to you?
Ran ahead.
Okay. What? Hmm.
Did y'all happen to get any major hits in while this whole running was happening? The lady who did this to you?
Mhm.
Too fast.
Okay.
That's our Sarah.
Just so you know, the ritual and the place you were guarding before, it's all over and done with. So if you want to, I don't know, go back to where you came from and just chill for a bit, do you need any, like, just little healing just to get you along your way?
Stop.
Healing?
I know. Chains broken. And he holds up his wrists, and they just kind of fall back down. I go home
Pitiful.
after I rest.
Okay. Well, I wish you a good rest. And that was Ayla's looking like,
I'm just looking at Clarence like,
Clarence looking at them like, what?
Alu
I
is
mean,
waiting for you to walk away.
Here's the thing. From what I understand, they were all doing the job. I spoke to the Minotaur, spoke to the Spirit Naga. They were just there to guard the ritual.
Yeah,
I'm
the
not gonna-
ritual that almost killed our friend.
This is news
That's
to you
true.
all. None of you knew that Abby was in danger of death until this moment.
Wait, Abby's gonna die?
Yes. and you're offering. Elu pulls out his katana and slices the Oni's neck.
Well,
Like you're offering him like grace. No.
So, I'm going to allow you to do that to make an attack roll, but I do want you to also recall that you know that while under the effects of these chains, they have no control of their bodies.
He don't care.
Yeah.
Not
Make
a
an attack
care
roll.
right now.
the murder hobo is free.
Yeah, I think Kiriko would go, whoa, wait, he doesn't have control, and then like the next slice.
Can I?
You can catch
Oh, he
27.
No, on the 27, he slashes his neck.
Yo,
Yeah,
yeah,
oh,
I ain't
no.
doing shit.
He's like, I feel like I missed a lot.
And his head just kind of slumps back and hits the tree. And there's just like an open.
Yep. Do the whole
So-
like clean off the katana. The next time that you want to offer mercy, think about who you're offering it to.
Someone that doesn't have control.
I took it well into consideration.
And yes, so Kirko, because you were the one that did research on Onis, you know that they have a history of being controlled in times of war, and for their weak mental constitution, they're very easy to take control of. That's something that you would have learned in your studies.
Yeah.
So this whole time I've been like towards the back, still trying to just process what the fuck I just witnessed. But like this interaction between Elu and Clarence kind of like snaps me out of it. And I'm like, okay, what are you not telling us? Because you're real feisty right now. Why are we just now finding out that Abby was about to die? What else happened?
Do you really think that I would call on this little devil dude if I had any other options? Abby got impaled by a fucking Minotaur's horn. I tried to get her out. I tried everything I could think of to get her out, and I couldn't come up with anything. You know how
You
powerless I
came
felt?
up with something.
You know how fucking powerless I felt? I can't just sit here and watch another friend die right now. I'm sorry. So if you are mad at me because I called on Sierran, be mad. If you're mad at me and he looks at Clarence, Doggo thought it was real. If you're mad at me because I didn't want another pawn to come after us because it can be picked up again because they're easy to be fooled, to be chained, to be used, be mad at me. But all I know is that Abby's safe, and I'd be damned if Sarah is not. So, any more questions?
I have questions, but what I will say is that
he's like, there are tears welling up in his eyes at this point, by the way.
you didn't give us a chance to help.
I didn't think that there was time. You didn't see what I saw.
I was so close.
I didn't know that. I didn't know.
I understand. I don't want you to feel bad for making that choice because
I don't feel bad for making it. I did what I had to do to save somebody I cared about. I would do the same shit for all of y'all.
And I'm not going to fault you for that.
And again, I tried to tell you what I was doing wasn't working. It wasn't like I was just over there twiddling my thumbs.
Nobody thinks that at all.
Truth.
As someone who's been in a situation where they have tried to do everything they can and failed, I understand. However, what just happened there was a much harder choice, and I know it's what you're used to. I understand the way of thinking, but for me, I do not believe anyone, especially someone who is easily influenced, is beyond redemption or reproach.
My friend, you don't know half of what I have done or what I've been through.
That may be true, but you're not alone. There are other people with you to support you, to help you. You can't make every decision on your own just based on your life experiences. We're here too.
I get it. I do. I hear you. And I know that. But if we're talking about what happened with Abby and the choice that I made in that instance, I'd make it again. And if we're talking about this choice, he looks over to the Oni, I would make it again. And I know I'm not in this alone.
I won't fault you for any of the choices you've made. I will give you all the due grace you need for any situation at hand. Just don't test the limits of what I can allow.
At this moment, you hear very light footsteps approaching in the direction that you were headed, from the direction in which you were headed. And from behind a gathering of bushes, Sarah reveals herself, mostly unscathed.
Any dire wounds looking happen?
A few cuts and bruises, but
I like to cast Detect Magic to make sure this is the real Sarah.
I respect that decision.
I ain't got time.
Valid AF.
You don't detect any sort of magic on. Well, she has cast Speak with Plants, which is still active, but
Big ol' arm, Sarah.
Elu lets out a sigh of relief.
I go and like give her a big hug, like picking her up.
She bops you on the head. Stop doing that. No. But she gives all of you a hug, and she looks around. Where's Abby?
Oh, she's a bush right now.
She's frozen.
She's in a bush right now.
Frozen?
Like magical arthritis. Yeah.
Yeah, she's overwhelmed. That little paralyzed kind of state right now. Body will heal itself in due time.
Okay. Let's get her to her parents.
We head on back.
All right, so you head back and gather Abby. Sarah pulls out the stone and warps you all back to her parents' front door.
I'm a little woozy, but I don't throw up.
We're all proud of you.
I'm so hyped.
Constitution, baby.
Well done.
All right. So she knocks on the door. After a moment, her mother comes to the door. Yeah. Oh. Oh, you found her. What's wrong with her? Do we need to call a doctor? I can get somebody here.
No, there's no need for a doctor. She's just got an overabundance of magical energy going through her, so she just needs to kind of rest until it reaches a equilibrium state.
Yes, please come in. She opens the door all the way. She ushers you all inside. Um, you all don't look too much worse for wear either. Okay. You all stay here tonight. I'll make you a nice meal. And we'll figure out what to do. She immediately rushes to the kitchen and like pushes all the trays of desserts aside and starts gathering all these ingredients to like make a stew. Her father comes out of the living room. He's like, let's put her in her room and I will get the guest room ready for you all. And Sarah thanks him graciously and asks if she can use their shower.
Smooth.
Absolutely. So they send Sarah to Abby's shower, and he goes to get the guest room ready for you all. What would you like to do?
What kind of desserts did she push to the side?
There are all types of cookies and cupcakes strewn about the kitchen. They're like on counters in the windowsill. Like, she's absolutely a stress baker.
I grab a few cookies and I just think to myself, I think she has a problem. And I just start eating cookies.
It's just called trauma. Kiriko whispered, and then she'll eat some cupcakes along.
Are there any beignets?
I feel like there is.
You know what? Why
like
not? Yeah.
I feel like she's
there is a
Tom
small
Dulce
tray of beignets, like in the far corner, like next to a bowl of fruit.
Yeah, he's going immediately for the beignets. And
I
just
was like, there's some strudels right here.
Lord. Alu's gonna grab something from the fruit bowl and kind of like walk away.
All right. So
Walk away where?
Out of the kitchen.
Okay, so yeah, she gets to work. After a while, Abby's father comes down and he shows you all to the guest room. There are 3 beds set up. This room is huge. There's like 3 full-size beds set up. And I have an inflatable bed somewhere around here. If you give me a moment, I'll get that set up. Thank you all so much. We wouldn't have been able to bring her back home. And we're so grateful that you all were her party and that you all are her friends.
I mean, it's the least we can do.
Yeah. What friends are for.
Well, thank you again. If you need anything at all, please just let me know. Our home is your home. And he heads down to check on his wife, which I named both of them. I have a document with their names somewhere.
Bye, Mom and Dad.
Bye, Mrs. Abby's parents.
These fudge rounds fire. Thank you.
All right. So, you all have a lovely dinner and you settle in for a long rest. Unless there's something else you would like to do first.
Clarence is just gonna do a small personal what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of just repass just for that only, so
All right.
We love that.
It's beautiful. Keon loves it.
yeah.
That's big unk right there.
before we like, I guess like when everybody else starts to settle down, Alu is going to go to Abby's room and kind of just like post like watch slash sleep to make sure she don't poof again.
Okay, so we'll say you kind of like rest your back up against the side of her bed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and all right, and the rest of you?
I feel like since we did this whole like level up thing, I feel like Kiriko would spend some time in the backyard looking up at the moon, thinking about life and stuff with like moon stuff. So she's like, I think I'm gonna study more about the night sky and moon stuff later on. And then when she goes back in, she would check up on Alu, watching over Abby to make sure that he doesn't get too exhausted.
All right.
Hey, Kirkle.
Hey, Alu, are you gonna get rest tonight?
Yeah. Just kind of want to make sure she doesn't disappear again.
I'll take second shift.
If I get too tired, I'll come get you.
Nah, I'm taking second shift. I'll be here. I'll be here
Oh, okay.
at a certain time. I don't trust you on that. Have a good
Excuse
night.
You're right. I wasn't gonna come get you. I was just gonna let you sleep.
I know. He's like, I'll be back. Good night.
So Madasha's like half on the bed because it's only a full size. And feeling very introverted. Just simply because, like, you know, it's not like she's the smartest in the world, but like this is the most confused, most lost she's ever felt, while at the same time having all of this recent knowledge about her family kind of being dumped on her. There's just like, it's too much going on and not enough at the same time. And so she's just kind of laying there, not really wanting to sleep, just kind of staring into the ceiling. And then, like, she feels like sparks in her hands. And she's like, well, what the fuck is this? You know, like, it's all kind of coming together, but not making sense. So she's just kind of laying there,
Okay.
not really talking to anybody.
All right. Clarence?
Clarence is just kind of finishing up that little send-off ritual,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he's just gonna probably lean up against the wall, just to make sure everyone else has a good space to sleep, and just kind of mull over everything in his mind.
Okay. So, you all kind of settle into your respective places. Alu. You have pulled plenty of all-nighters, standing watch for this occasion or that, this mission or that one. But something about this night, you're finding it harder than normal to stay awake. You drift slowly until you find yourself standing. You're no longer in Abby's room. You're no longer in any room. Surrounding you is nothing but a black abyss. For a moment, there's nothing. And then you start seeing the
My head.
patterns swirling around in the darkness.
God damn it, my
Red
head. Fuck
and
up.
deep blacks. You know these patterns immediately.
Hello, Sierra.
Before you see him, you hear him. Watch out for that sword. And then he appears before you.
I would have rather just been dead.
Oh, that's no fun. So I've been thinking about our agreement, and I've decided to give you a better offer, if you're interested, of course. Typically, I would come at a random time and rob
This isn't
you
random.
and rob you of your success in something equal in status to what I saved you from. There's a good chance you would die. But I come to offer you
No fun
something
in
else
that.
instead. And he snaps his fingers, and a scroll appears in the air and unrolls. And you see before you a wall of text.
And what is this?
This is my offer for us to work together. Rather than probably killing you, I'd like to take advantage of your potential. I offer you magic. You offer me some luck here or there, maybe some of your strength. Take a look, and you tell me if you're interested. If not, then I guess I'll just see you when I see you. But if you're interested, just sign at the bottom. I'm sure you know how it works. He disappears, the contract remains.
Looking at this wall of text, Elu doesn't really skim over it, but his eyes are just looking at the bottom line where he's supposed to sign. And the way he's thinking about it is basically he's already on one leash, and this is just another one. It's not extra. He bites his thumb till it starts to bleed a little bit, signs his name.
So the contract immediately rolls back up and disappears. You receive a very small tattoo on the inside of your arm here. And you immediately understand that this is your binding agreement.
Yep.
His markings disappear from the black space around you. But the black space itself doesn't disappear. Instead, you can see the outline of a door and the light behind it.
Is it Abby's door?
It would appear to be the same size and shape.
Well, most doors are. He's gonna open it.
The answer always. I mean, it's
All
a door.
doors.
You know?
It's a door.
Is-
So it's
I
a door.
just seeing if it was the door back to the girls' room. He opens and walks through.
As you walk towards the door, you hear a loud clang. And you find yourself back in the center of Abby's room. Your sword has just fallen on the ground and made a loud clanging sound. Her father immediately rushes to the door.
Oh, shit. Does he open the door?
Oh, yes, absolutely. He looks inside. He's checking to see if she's awake or something has threatened her.
No, she's not awake. Everything's fine. I fell asleep and sword fell. Sorry.
I understand.
I'm just trying to make sure she's good to go.
All right. Well, thank you again.
Yeah. Actually gotta go get the other person now anyway.
Before that,
Oh God,
you're
no.
not the person who receives a visitor tonight.
Oh, praise God.
Madasha,
Lord.
you've laid awake trying to make sense of many things for some time, but eventually sleep finds you as well. But unlike Elu, you find yourself laying in a field in the same position that you were laying in bed. And there's a warm kind of pulsing feeling in your left breast.
Would it be the scale?
Do you check?
I mean, yeah, because my titty pulse, and I'm checked.
So you
I'm
reach for it, and it absolutely is the scale. It's emitting a brief kind of dull light on and off. It's the first time you've had any sort of interaction from it since receiving it. But you can feel it reacting to you.
Mm-hmm.
And you can feel its magic flowing through you. You're getting closer. You hear this voice, but you're not sure which direction it's coming from.
Can you describe the voice, please?
It sounds something like this. It echoes and reverberates through the air. It's menacing, but there's also a sense of hovering, protectiveness to it.
How does the scale react to this voice?
The scale doesn't react to the voice. The scale is currently building a connection with you.
Does the scale react to my moods?
In what way?
Like, does the pulsing change? Does it get brighter? Does it get dimmer if I'm like scared or, you know?
It doesn't.
So I just call out, who are you?
I am the one who gave you life.
I kind of mutter to myself, dramatic. Are you saying you're my father?
When you ask this, the light in the field dims, as if the stars are disappearing from the sky. Yes, that's correct.
I'm sorry. I looked at the chat, and Tomasi, you are killing me. Then show yourself.
I am beyond your comprehension right now, but soon.
What do you want from me?
I want you by my side, nothing more.
All right, I'm not looking at the chat until this is over. I've learned a lot about this druid energy. What side are you on?
The right side.
Mm.
And you snap awake.
See, that's that bullshit. Okay. Oh boy.
Well,
Not the right side.
Child, like,
Excuse me.
What? That's
why
such a
my
GM
daddy gotta
answer.
be dramatic as shit? Like,
So
according to
when you awake, it's one of those stirrings that you pop straight up before you actually reach consciousness. There's a kind of wavering haziness to the world around you. But the one thing that has remained is the scale is still reacting to you. And you can feel its magic becoming a part of you.
I have the scale in one hand. Ooh, excuse me. And I have the scale in my left hand, and I keep looking at my right hand as I keep seeing little flickers of thunder pop up from it. I'm just like, all I wanted to do was sleep. I don't know what to do with any of this. I like shake my hand to try to make the thunder, like the little lightning, go away, and like accidentally singe the comforter just a little bit.
oh god. Um, can I say Alu is walking in and waking up Kirko at this point?
Well, actually, I was just moving on to Kirko.
God damn it! Oh man!
Like, hold on. What ancestor dreams I'm getting?
Oh shit!
What Lord's
Oh,
dropping?
So, in your case, you do not receive a visitor.
Oh, thank God.
But as you're resting, there's a smile across your face.
Hold on.
You have images of many things that make you happy.
Many things.
Your friends, some parts of your family. Seeing yourself as class president. Just a flicker of a certain Leonin.
Go ahead, say it. I was like,
but above all of it is a very familiar sense of euphoria that you've only recently started to experience. And as you are reveling in this beautiful mishmash of a dream, Alu comes to wake you.
oh my God.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What were you dreaming about?
Nope.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and my shift, like, yeah, she woke me up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
All
She's still in there.
All right, cool. Well, Kiriko would get up, and then she would like pat the bed to make sure Ayla gets on it. I'm on.
Okay. He sits down on it and sees Madasha currently having the sparks. I'm gonna wait till Kirko leaves though, because Kirko gonna make me go to bed.
Like Kirko's like, do you smell something burning?
Yeah. Mm-mm. Good night.
Good night. Not good night.
You told me no. So he's like, have a good watch.
Have a good watch. Alright. Don't burn anything.
It wasn't me.
Alright. Maybe the mom's cooking again. She just
Probably.
Oh, no.
We've discussed she's got a little cooking bug.
She'll leave the room.
I'm gonna turn on Lay Bacon Wi-Fi. And hit up Dasha. You okay?
Not in the slightest.
Yeah, me neither. Want to talk about it?
I mean, unless you can tell me what the fuck this is, and like I just raise my hand up. Like I'm not verbally saying it, but I just, over the Wi-Fi, but I just raise my hand. And you see what's happening.
The sparks? Okay. Yeah. I can't. Did you have a weird dream too?
My friend, you don't know the half of it. I think my father was a theater kid.
He sits up straight up. Your father? What? We never speak of him.
He came to me in my dream in the most dramatic.
Oh, honey. Sorry. Oh, you didn't make it. Oh, honey. Sorry, my dog tried to hop up on the bed and didn't make it.
Oh no.
Oh, baby. Do you want to talk about this like proper?
Madasha, make a perception check.
Oh God.
It's best I got, homie.
So you catch a glimpse of something. You're not sure whether you saw it or not, but like you swear you saw something on Alu's arm for a moment as he was getting settled in.
Actually, there's a couple of things I want to talk to you about.
I mean, we can go outside.
That works. I think I'm getting a crook in my neck from this bed anyway.
We gotta get you like a portable bed, my love. You gonna hate me for this. I didn't mention it, but I'm gonna go ahead and minor illusion the tattoo.
I've already seen it.
Okay.
But you don't know what you saw.
Still gonna do it. I'm still gonna do it.
You get on my goddamn nerves.
So,
hey, I was gonna do it anyway.
Hey Lou, I'm gonna need you to make a stealth check because you are using magic and you don't have a subtle spell.
I do not. You are correct. Where we at?
Be on my side. Be on my side.
We'll see.
Bitch.
So you very discreetly, kind of like as you're getting up, whisper the verbal components and kind of behind her back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you very discreetly cast the spell.
Cool.
I'm gonna find out, nigga.
Let me talk to you. Like, um, front or back? Is there like an actual okay, actually, let's go just sit on the grass.
Yeah. So in the thick of everything that's happened today, the whole thing with you and Clarence,
Mm-hmm.
you said something.
I said a lot of things.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But
Yeah.
something stood out that despite everything going on in my brain, forcing me to think, which you know I hate, it stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
You said you couldn't afford to lose another friend.
I was honestly hoping that
Nah.
y'all would glaze over that.
Nah.
Yeah. He kind of like starts picking at like the grass. There's a lot about me growing up that you don't know. And there's a lot that I can't really talk about. But yeah. I had a real good friend growing up, and I had the opportunity to save him, and I couldn't. So I don't want that to be. I didn't want that to happen again. It's kind of tough watching friends die in front of you. So Tomasi in the comments.
I mean,
Hey, Lou.
that was honestly gonna be my next question, but
If you don't mind, I'm gonna take a liberty here.
oh shit.
I'm leaving this one up to you.
Sure. What's the liberty?
It's based on something that you said in the last session.
Run it.
Madasha, make an insight check.
You know how it happens with insight.
Run it. If I said it, it's
I'm
canon.
giving you an opportunity here.
13.
So on a 13, you understand where he's coming from. You know, nobody. You can empathize.
Yeah, I was gonna give my own little anecdote.
Go for it.
I can understand how you feel. I don't really talk about my time in the ring much, but I also lost somebody. And I had to watch from behind the gate and not be able to do anything to save them.
Yeah.
Not easy.
Look, I'm sorry. I wish that things could have been different. I wish I could have come to Hillard on like, better terms. I think the only difference with you and the ring, your time in the ring is done. I'm still serving and doing other things. So
You know you can talk to me about these things. I don't I'm not gonna tell you business. Like it's like
trying to figure out how to word this the right way without freaking you out. You know how Clarence has this whole thing with the black hand, right?
yes.
Um, And like as he's talking and thinking, like wanting to like tell Madasha like quite literally everything, he knows that if he starts telling her shit, that is going to put her in danger because she knows shit she ain't supposed to fucking know. Um,
But you know I can handle myself.
you can't handle this. Okay. My family kind of does things. We work in the shadows, um, which yeah, you probably put two and two together. But
Yeah.
I didn't technically get into Hillard just because they wanted me or anything like that. My my boss pulled some strings and got me into Hillard because there's a job that I needed to accomplish. Problem is, job got a little too close to home, and now it's making me question basically everything I've ever grown up and known because I don't know what's true or what's not anymore. And yeah, I have done some very bad things. A lot of bad shit. Um,
Two things.
mhm.
One, as holy as Clarence is, what he said earlier was the truth. Everybody deserves a chance at redemption. And I know you don't think that's for you right now, but it is. And two, oh no, ADHD. Shit. Oh, there we go. How did it get too close to home?
He's gonna look at you and he's like, so you know my thing with Aaron, right?
She leans in and put her hand on her chin. Uh-huh.
Natasha, please. Okay, all right. Again,
I'm sorry, y'all
when
cute.
stop. But when I say this, please don't freak out. Please don't freak out. Um,
And she like she's trying to lighten the mood just a little bit. So she
yeah.
like takes her hand and like goes across her face and it's like a serious face.
I was sent here. I was sent to Hillard to kind of kill Aaron.
Stay silent,
And
but her eyes get real big. Not freaking not
I
freaking
said, don't freak out.
not
Okay.
freaking out. Nope, not freaking
And
out.
and the part of it getting too close to home is because I got too close to a mark, and now I kind of like him, and it's making me question a lot of shit because the things that he's allegedly done, I'm pretty sure he couldn't have done it. He can't fucking hurt a fly if he wanted to. So I don't. I came to Hillard for revenge to clear my conscience, and I feel like I am basically at fucking square one right now.
So Madasha like kind of holds her arm out, like almost trying to gesturing like, hey, do you need a cuddle right now?
No, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you though.
So I'm here and
Yeah.
we can figure this shit out together if need be.
Yeah.
I'm, I I am not going to let you feel like you have to be alone in everything you do. Don't worry about me. We can figure this out together.
Oh, when you say that, that kind of hits like that hits him home, because he's like the only people who he's felt like has had his back this in his whole life have been four people: his mom, his dad, his little sister, and his friend Jean. Um, three of those four are now dead. So now having Madasha say that I can't look at the fucking chat. Um, when Madasha says that he is gonna take the hug and probably let out a couple thug tears. Fuck. But yeah, sorry. If you see anybody, just like and on his other arm, he's going to show like he's gonna remove like a minor illusion on this arm, and you're gonna see like not a full on mandala, but like it's basically like a fox's paw with like blood dripping down it with like mandala like circles around it. If you see anybody with this, please tell me quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, and minor illusions is back up.
So when he does that, Madasha's like, was that the arm that I saw?
I'll tell you what. Make a history check.
A history check?
If you beat a 10, you know that's not the arm you saw.
You said history, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say if I get this, because I have no modifiers for history. So this is gonna be wild.
Please get it.
Yes.
That's not the arm you saw something on.
Listen, Keon wants to tell you everything. Alu can't tell you. He ain't gonna say shit.
But I'm asked though. But I'm asked.
That's fine. If you ask, he'll answer. But he ain't gonna divulge shit if he ain't got to.
So I just look at him and I like give him a moment, gain your composure. It's a moment. We're having a moment. So I let him have it. And then say, that's a neat trick.
Mm-hmm.
So what you covering up on the other arm?
Huh? What are you talking about? He just shows his arm like, what do you mean?
I had seen something on that arm.
Yeah. Hello, my son. He's going to remove the minor illusion, and now you see his. And
so
I feel like she would know what it is too.
This tattoo actually looks like a miniature one, a version of like the swirling tattoos that are all over Sierran's body. It's just like a little one that's moving around on the inside of your arm.
It's the drama for me. So I look at it,
and
I look at him, and I look at it again, and I just a deep, heavy night skin sigh.
He joins you in the night skin sigh.
And I just say, what?
So you know how I called on Sierran to help save Abby?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of traded myself in that.
What does that mean?
I don't really know too much, but it sounds like
My jaw drops and I don't know too much. Like the fuck.
So you
Can I
would be well aware that this is a warlock's contract.
Oh
So
yeah. I was about to say, can I roll like history to see what I skimmed through?
sure.
To see what
Go
I
for
actually.
it.
That's what I wanted. I wanted to know how much of it I actually remembered. Excuse me, people. Pardon me. Shenaneries.
My God.
So as you try to recall the contract, it appears before you.
Bruh.
Oh, okay. So I kind of. He's like my patron now.
What? And it was
Yeah.
I said it super loud, and then I had to come out.
What? You're going to say it down the
Yo.
What?
Yeah. So every so often I kind of have to give him things, and I'm like, what things specifically does? I didn't read this earlier. I feel like it was already done.
Can Kiriko come in when she hears the what?
You didn't read it.
Yeah, can we?
You know what?
This?
I'm here for the shenanigans, so I'll allow it.
Kiriko
Yeah.
walks
I'm
in.
like holding him now. Like you didn't read it.
Kiriko walks in and dagger up. What happened?
Clarence right behind her in like satin pajamas with his fucking sword shield.
Like she has the little cucumber mask on and stuff. What's going on?
Not you doing healthcare while you supposed to be watching Abby.
What am I supposed to do? Wait.
This motherfucker over here playing in makeup.
She was sitting next to the bed, like.
Oh, here, like subscribe to my YouTube.
Might as well. What are you gonna do? She's like, I'm gonna keep on staring at her body, like.
Oh.
What's that in your hand?
Can I send this away?
Yeah, you can will it away when.
Okay.
Okay,
Can I will it
Houdini.
back then? All right, great.
I can pose myself, and I realized that Alu was trying to like not do what the fuck I just did. So I'm just like, I'm sorry guys. He's just telling me about what happened with Abby and like where he led his decision off here. And I didn't mean to wake you guys up.
I was on the way.
I got teleported, so I didn't see any of this.
How
My
did
bad.
that scroll go away? That's my question.
I'm gonna say you can roll either deception or performance in this instance.
She don't even have to, because Alu is going to say that's not the truth, guys. I made a deal with Sierran to save Abby, because again, I thought she was going to fucking die. And that scroll you just saw is my contract as his warlock.
Oh shit! Patron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I see the contract?
Yeah, you're gonna need to pull that back out real quick.
It's my class. Like she reads contracts.
I will send the contract to the chat because.
Hey, wait a minute.
If they're looking at it, then they're looking at it.
I'm like, I didn't bring it back.
Well, at least like Kiriko will see it. She wants to use it for a class project now.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, you're an extra planner contract.
Yes, I am. Like, come on, Alu. Let me use it for my class.
Okay, first of all, y'all are a lot more cool with this than I thought you would be. And I look at Clarence, I'm like, I thought you would freeze me.
Nah, like the moment you're turning at Clarence is literally just staring at you and just being like, I need to see that contract.
Well, at least I need to.
What the fuck? Why? No. Why do y'all want to? Why do you want to see it so bad, Clarence?
you are connected to a demonic entity at this moment in time, I need to understand the risks to both yourself and this party at this time.
And I need college credits.
God, I am sick.
Oh me! Oh we!
It's
Oh.
like, because if we work together on this, I'll get an A+. I'll make sure nothing happens to you because I'm sure that you didn't read it fully. I can read it fully and make sure that any loophole happened, I got your back.
I'm just like rocking back and forth because I can't get over the fact that this nigga didn't read it.
I did not tell them that. You shush.
I was like,
That's
Kiriko's just
okay. I'm
assumed.
just rocking back and forth. I ain't saying nothing.
Kiriko's just assuming. Did you read it?
I read enough of it.
Yeah, enough is not
That
enough.
does not mean what we need right now.
See, Clarence don't have to read it. I will read it and be the one person that does deal with it. I'm sorry, Clarence.
Part of the deal was that it is just me on the table, not you or the party.
That doesn't matter to me. You are a part of this party, which means that any danger that is towards you, I cannot have.
It's that big energy coming for you.
Just look at me like your magical lawyer. Like, he likes me. Isn't that right?
God damn it.
She just looks right in the abyss. We had fun times last semester.
Oh God. Oh. So do I have like a quick call to Sierra real quick? I'm like, is it okay if they see this? Actually, I don't care. I give it over to Kirko.
Yay.
So,
Keyword to Kirko.
She pushes Clarence
as
away.
you reach over to do that, it goes up in flames.
What the hell?
No.
I thought we was cool. I'm the lawyer. She talks
I
to the
didn't do
abyss.
it.
I know not you. She said she talks to the abyss.
Again, if it becomes an issue to the party, we'll figure something out.
If it becomes an issue to the party, I need you to understand that you are going to have to be willing to give up your patron.
That's it?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna tell me to give up my life, and I was willing to do that.
No. See, your
Nadasha
life is already
pats him
on the
upside
line.
the head, talking about giving your
I
life.
was like, we'd rather you not die.
Your life is kind of the thing I'm trying to keep here. So if it's a choice between your
Ailu,
life and this demon,
while all this conversation is happening, everything goes black.
God,
Excuse me. God damn it.
So for you all, he's still
Just for
standing.
me.
Just for you.
Just for me.
Oh, just for you. Oh, damn. I want to be part of this.
is he like just up into the abyss? Like if I wave my
No,
hand
he's
in
still
front
standing
of
there in front of y'all. He's just non-responsive.
that's what I'm saying. Like if I just wave my hand in front of him, he wouldn't respond to nothing.
Like, is his
Yeah,
eyes like
nope.
white or anything?
All black.
Eyes are blacked over like
All black.
Bone Thugs and Harmony. I miss my
Oh
Uncle Charles.
no.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Well,
I like.
hour 30. I was gonna go to break right after this conversation. You know, just a piece of advice. I know you're a young and impressionable college student, but you should really read contracts before you sign them.
Is there anything in there that, might be highly impertinent for me?
I'll give you this one pass on it, but you actually, let me pull it up so that I can be all devil-like and actually read the article on it.
For the for the chat, I wanted Mac to read it out for y'all. Keon has read it. Keon is okay with the terms.
Kiriko wanted to read it. Taylor did
Article
too.
3-A. Ailu cannot speak, write about, or otherwise communicate the existence or terms of this agreement.
It's specifically the terms. Okay. I could say you're my patron. I just can't tell them what goes on in this deal. Okay.
You might
All
want to
right.
read the rest of it. And then you flash back.
Yeah.
Good morning.
All right. Yeah. I got to get used to that.
What the hell was that?
Somebody wanted to talk.
See
My
there,
head hurts.
that's
I was
the
like, you
problem
could
right
drop
there.
names.
You know exactly who.
I know.
I feel like after, like, every time he talks to Sierra now, he has a headache because he's used to psionic shit, but it's something about Sierran's like presence in his head that is kind of overwhelming. Yeah. Yeah, just don't. I get it. Don't worry about it right now. It'll be fine.
Yeah, Clarence pops out of
If
his
not, just
pocket.
toss me over the board.
He pops out of his pocket his flask. He opens it up, takes a long fucking nip.
Where
and
the
just goes,
flash come from?
Oh, he didn't have that flash since the
In the scales.
Yeah, I was like, he's in a satin pajama.
Yeah, I think I
It's-
popped
I was
it's
like,
in the-
were you okay?
Okay, but yeah,
Yeah.
we are going to go to break now. We did start a few minutes late, so we're not
Sorry.
too far behind schedule. But yeah, we'll be back in a few.
I called Kiriko 1-800-Kiriko.
subscribe.
All right, and we are back. Hope we weren't gone too long. We're gonna get right back into it. So, Elu,
Mhm.
you have let the cat out of the bag.
One cat at least.
Oh yeah.
I
Let's say that a cat out of the
I got
basket.
many a cats.
What are we doing now?
Is it morning at this time?
Um, yeah, I would assume at some point y'all would go back to bed.
Yeah.
So,
um, Elu, like he's gonna get back up before everybody else. If we have finished this conversation, we're back to sleep.
mhm.
He's gonna wake up before everybody else, and like kind of while he was sleeping, when he was saying watch out for that sword, and when Siren said that, that's what he like is playing in his head like while he's sleeping. And basically when he wakes up, he's gonna go downstairs and just pull out the katana because that's what dropped. And while nobody is around, see if anything is different with the katana at all.
The katana has a marking, just a small marking on the side of the hilt that matches your agreement. Uh,
Uh he sees that and like still looks at the blade like just to make sure it's still like white and
yeah,
it has
yeah.
not changed.
Other than that, it has not changed.
Okay. Um, puts it back, lets out a deep fucking sigh. Whew. Okay. Puts it back on his waist and heads back inside.
Okay.
Uh, wipes away a little tear.
So
That was a
as the
tear of
sun
happy.
as the sun rises, Kirko, I need you to roll for your charges.
Cool. What did I roll again?
1d4 plus 1. Or is it minus 1? I'm pretty sure it's plus 1. It's fine.
So 1d4 plus 1. 3.
Okay. You recover 3 charges for your charm.
Lit.
So eventually everybody awakens. Abby's mother has prepared a breakfast for you. I checked on Abby just a few minutes ago. She still hasn't woken up. I understand Kirko said it could take a few days. But I wanted to make sure you all had, a good breakfast. Nothing major. There's a whole spread.
Golly.
I just lean over to Coco and say,
Trauma. But we benefit from it. All right. Food.
So as you all are making plates, Sarah is speaking with her parents, letting them know that you all will be leaving this morning, and just to contact her or send Abby back to school when she awakens. Either way, she can come get her. Whatever is most convenient for Abby. And she's going to sit down with you all. So we have a decision to make now. What are we doing from here?
I'd kind of like to go back to my house before we go back to campus, if that's okay with everybody.
Sure, me.
Yeah.
She has oatmeal in her mouth. It's great.
That's fine.
But what other decisions would we have to make? We're going back.
We got the
campus now, right?
We got the black hand, right?
That is something that we could do. Technically, we don't have Abby with us, so
I kind of glance over at Clarence.
Yeah, we all kind of glance over the Clarence. Time for your storyline.
Listen, y'all.
Get to it, partner.
Listen, y'all.
I mean, if you want to.
I mean, given the situations at hand, as
Mhm.
long as Abby's safe, we have that avenue done. This whole demon nonsense we can deal with along the way.
I just wanted to be clear. We were already kind of dealing with him. Just put it out there.
I know.
Yeah,
Just putting it out there.
He would never go away.
He was already here.
I mean, as long as there's nothing else really pressing, I'd at least want to, check up on what they're doing just to keep tabs.
all right.
Yeah, I agree. I want to use up my adventuring license as much as possible.
Yeah. Hillard doesn't know that we don't. He doesn't know we already got her back.
Yeah, we haven't reported it, right, Sarah?
Right, Sarah?
I have not reported.
It was the face for me.
Yeah, that's
Right,
what got me.
Right.
Right?
Like, oopsie.
All right. So in that case, we can stop by Madasha's house and hop on the next train.
So are we on the train?
Hmm?
Did you say we're going on the train? Are we on the train now? All right.
No, you're gonna hop
okay,
on the train
cool.
after visiting Madasha's home. So you all enjoy your breakfast. Let Abby's parents know you'll be in touch, and gather outside to transport back to Madasha's house.
I'm okay, guys. I didn't throw up.
Are you starting to roll?
And
Yes.
that's
I
character
love it.
development right there.
I love it.
Bruh. I can't.
So you arrive outside of Madasha's house. It's about 7, 8 in the morning. Madasha, the first thing you'll notice is that you don't smell any food.
This is Coco speaking. Looky here.
Now it's time for your storyline.
Right?
You can feel the way I'm looking at you right now. Don't do this. Back to being Madasha. So, instead of going through the front door, I go around the back and get the key that we keep hidden and go through the back door.
Okay.
And I walk in. The back door is basically where the kitchen is.
Mm-hmm.
What do I see?
Nothing. The kitchen's clean. Did you take everybody with you, or did you just go around?
I told everybody to wait,
Mm-hmm.
and I went around by myself.
Yeah. Nothing has been cooked.
Is there can I tell when the last time it's been used?
I mean, you were here yesterday.
Oh God, that's right. Oh, it's like anime time. Sorry. Okay. So I look through the house.
The first thing you'll find is that the twins aren't here. The house is very quiet. You find your mother in her room. She's in bed. She's sitting up with a blanket like draped around her shoulders. And when she sees you, she hops up and she runs over and she hugs you.
Concern. Lots of concern. And I of course I hug her back. And I pull her back just a little bit and hey, what's going on?
Leo had his match yesterday. He was hurt pretty badly. Leonardo's at the hospital with him right now. They say he won't be able to fight again.
What happened?
He was up against a bigger kid. And he was doing well, you know. The kid got desperate. Took a low swing with the axe. Hacked him right at the knee. The doctor said they're gonna have to amputate it.
And Madasha's trying to hold back her anger. Why did you let him fight, Ma?
I couldn't stop him. That's why I wrote you. I was hoping that you could.
He gut punched me when I tried to talk to him. And I thought I had more time. I gotta go see him. And I kiss her on the forehead and I head out the front door. And kind of quickly tell everybody what's going on as I'm walking towards the hospital.
So we're gonna jump a kid?
Damn. I'm not above fighting a kid.
I'm not above beating up a kid.
So you're telling me the kid got desperate and cheated?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, it's not an illegal move. I don't know if cheating is the right word.
Well,
it wasn't
sportsman.
It wasn't sportsmanlike.
Real unsportsmanlike conduct. Okay.
We literally took the term taking kneecaps to heart. What the hell? I beat up this kid real quick. Where's his parents?
So you all make your way to the hospital. Madasha, you know this place well.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the rings and the both minor and major arenas in this town, they see a lot of traffic.
Right.
But you arrive, and honestly, it's like any other day.
So I go over to the front desk and I call over one of the front desk nurses that I'm familiar with and ask her which room is Leo in.
She looks up his record. And after clarifying your identity and who you are to the patient, she lets you know he is in 307.
Okay. Hold on. Give me a second.
You okay, Madasha?
Madasha's fine. Coco is not. Just give me a second.
Gotcha.
Sorry, guys. So I go over to 307, and I'm not gonna like barge in there or anything because the situation's already bad. So I kind of ease my way in there, and like my heart drops just seeing his leg all wrapped up.
Yeah. So he's in bed. His left leg is amputated at the knee. Leonard is sitting in a chair next to his bed, just kind of like peeling an apple. And they turn and see you, and Leonora bursts into tears the moment she sees you. I tried to heal him, but I couldn't fix it.
I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second. DM, I have a question for you. Should I
What's up?
PM you?
I'm sure if that's better for you.
Okay. Sorry, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. I sent it on Discord. Okay, just checking. So I hug Leonara and just let her know, it's not your fault. You did what you could. Don't beat yourself up. And while I'm holding her, I just look at Leo and like, this isn't Madasha's thing. Like, words don't come easy as far as consoling somebody in this context because of the time she spent in the arena. It's like, you get hurt, you move on. And she never expected it to be her little brother that got hurt. So she's just looking at him.
He looks back at you, and he kind of smiles a little bit. He winces, but there's a smile under it. You should see the other guy.
I heard you had the upper hand for quite a while.
The smile fades because, of course, it's 100% forced.
Right.
Well, believe it or not, I was the winner. At least I got to go home.
So the other kid is...
He didn't survive. I wasn't trying to kill him.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. No, it all seems so stupid. Mom didn't want me out there in the first place. You didn't want me out there in the first place.
We didn't want you to know the reason why this way, though.
I just wanted to be helpful.
You still can be. This isn't the end. Well, it's the end of your time in the rank. But it's not the end.
Yeah. Maybe I can get a job greeting people at Ye Old Mart.
Ye Old Mart.
I can't. I can't. I'm sure we can figure out something a little bit better than that, kid.
I hope so.
Anything I can do?
Right now, I think I just need to kind of work through some things, but I appreciate you coming to see me.
Of course. Not gonna not show up for my favorite little brother that like scruff up his hair.
You're my favorite little sibling, but and like Liara like does a tiny shocking grasp to the side of his face like this.
Yeah, I did. Just rude. I look at Leonara. I'm like, keep me updated.
I will.
I have to be off. There are some things I need to take care of with my party. But just know I can come if need be.
Thanks.
And like she feels compelled to like kiss him on the forehead.
Stop it, stop it, stop it. I'm fine.
And then she gives Leonora another hug. And looks at her again and says, keep me updated.
I will. She hugs you back.
And I turn around and walk out the door and kind of tell everybody exactly what happened. I didn't feel like having a whole bunch of people in the room would have made him comfortable. So I just,
So, Sarah looks at you and asks, "Are you okay?"
I will be. I didn't want this for him and tried to talk to him yesterday. It didn't really quite go the way I thought it would. Kind of owned me, But I didn't want this for him.
I understand. I don't know a whole lot about healing magic, but there's a chance that we could find somebody to make him a prosthetic.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking the Magic Tech Club kind of owes us a little bit of a favor since I'm doing this kind of project with them. Um, it is pretty prestigious, and they could possibly drum up something.
Yeah. He'll
Listen,
probably actually be able to, like, be himself again.
he'd love that. I would love that. That would be amazing for our family. I appreciate you guys.
I'm a little upset. At least to hear that we can't really kill a child twice, but it's fine.
Clarence.
What?
And I'm okay,
Like,
but I'm the problem.
it's just, listen, I understand. It's just injustice is injustice to me.
I understand, but we're in a
Oh yeah. No. I would have healed him afterwards. I do have the ability to bring him back.
God damn it.
Sarah is gonna look at you and she's gonna say, "I understand if you want to go back to campus. I know this is a lot."
No, we made our decision, and I'm down with.
Okay. Just let me know. And she will start on the way towards the train station.
Alu's gonna come up to Sarah and I know bringing him up right now is probably not the best idea, but is there any way you can reach out to Todrick and he can at least start working on something?
Yeah, I can do that. She starts thinking for a few minutes and then she like heads around the corner to make a call.
Okay. Thank you.
Anything else?
I'm good.
Dasha, if you're talking, I can't hear you.
No, I said I'm good.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well then, let's get moving. You guys head to the train station, and you know that the members of the Black Fist that were riding on the train a few days ago rode all the way to the end of the line. You don't know exactly where the final stop is, but you do know it's somewhere in northern Marifa. So Sarah buys you all tickets. You load onto the train. What are we doing while we're riding?
Is there anything new on the train from the Black Hand and stuff besides that one random marking?
Would you like to look for one?
Sure.
All right. Let's call it an investigation.
I'll go ahead and like activate my charm just in case. So let me do advantage.
All right.
Not 20.
So at this point, it almost feels like instinct to use the charm in almost see things through another eye. At first you don't see anything new, but you revisit the same cabin that you were in before, and you search the seats, and you find a note that has been, whatever was written on it has been like scribbled out furiously in attempts to hide whatever the note was.
Is it like scribbled out and just like in pencil or something?
It's like black paint, the same spray paint that they use to mark the indention.
And like she can't read nothing on it, even if she like put it towards the light or anything like that.
So on a nat 20, I'll throw you a bone.
Yay!
You hold it up to the light, and you can see through portions of it. You know, like if you change the angle and look at it this way. But you can definitely see the words "the kid."
The kid.
Are amongst the words that they were trying to scribble out.
She'll show it to the rest of them and say, "Hey, yo, look at this." And well, she keeps it to the light. Like, read this.
What the fuck?
So Clarence kind of stares at this for a little bit. And he goes to his pouch and he pulls out a little piece of charcoal
Mm-hmm.
and a piece of paper. He's gonna press the note down, like press the paper on top of the note and kind of rub the charcoal over the note to see if he can get anything up further. Because if the writing was written in pen, you can at least get a little bit more visually.
Okay. So as you do this, first of all, I'm going to give you inspiration because I like that.
All my years of CSI watching goes.
Guys, it's time for science class right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're able to get more of the note out. And what you can read now is the kid has been moved.
Kid has been moved.
The kid's been moved.
Who's the kid?
That's worrisome.
Yeah, it was like there's a billion kids. Like, people can even look at us and call us kids. So who even know?
Yeah.
What do you mean? You're full-time adventurers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are
Hey.
full-time adventurers. But some people still be like, "Hey, yo, kid."
So
Nadasha is contemplating whether or not she may be overreacting with the coincidence of what happened to her brother.
You think this is a hit?
Why?
I don't know. I feel like they have to keep this one alive. Seeing as how it says the kid has been moved.
This kid has been moved to the hospital.
Yeah, but I feel like that would be more so they're relocating someone so they can't be found easily. Given their nefarious activities and all that jazz.
I don't know. I feel like they have to keep this one alive. This kid has been moved to the hospital. 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 This kid has been moved to the hospi Is this note fresh?
Oh no, not at all.
Okay.
You get the sense this was probably in the seat when you were here before.
Okay.
So this is before.
This is before that.
Mm.
So it shouldn't have anything to do with her brother.
Yeah.
I suppose we'll just have to ride this train to the end of the line and find out.
Yeah.
Ain't no getting off of this train. I'm sorry. I've been playing Final Fantasy.
Yes.
So, you'll do just that. Taking the train from here, you're looking at a good 6 hours before you arrive at the end of the line.
Ooh.
While we have this, this time, can I pull out this contract and actually look into it a little bit?
Good on you.
Absolutely.
We got 6 hours.
Yeah.
Mainly, I'm trying to figure out what I get out of this.
Like, good on you.
Like, is it only? So he's like, all right, so patron spells. And
Are you speaking this out loud or attempting to?
Yes.
Your lips mold together as you try to speak these words in front of your party.
Got it. Okay, so okay, all right. So I can read the things. I just can't put you. I can't really tell you guys too much about it.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
From the looks of it.
What do you mean?
Well, we can talk
I can't
about
say
it.
more than that.
Well, I get it.
Like, we can't talk about it. Is it just us that you can't tell it to?
I can't tell a soul. The only person I can talk about this to is Do I get zipped again?
I mean, I'm gonna roll on that one because you still on shaky ground.
I'm like, only person I could probably talk about it to is him.
Do you benefit from it? Can you tell that?
Okay, so
I think so.
You aren't even given the freedom to tell them that you can't talk about it.
Okay. Just don't worry about it. It's
Hey Luke, that's a phrase you hear when you should worry about it. Completely and utterly.
Okay, cool. All right. So I grab the paper. And this is not a from him, so hopefully this works. I'm gonna minor illusion that is like contract's legit, everything's okay. He said I can't speak about it.
It says speak, write, or otherwise communicate.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, he said I can't talk about it.
But he'll allow that.
Like contracts, it's legit. It's fine.
Okay.
Contracts are never legit.
Yeah. You don't have to be so worried about it.
We're about to head in to a pretty deep shit show of fuckery, to put it lightly.
This is true.
I just want to make sure that nothing affects you negatively. If you say it's legit, I'll work under that basis.
At this point, um, can the door open and like walks in like a fucking like random cup of like a platter of tea and shit? I want to cast Unseen Servant and have them bring us tea.
Sure.
Hey, all right. Like I promise I'm gonna like say thank you to the Unseen Servant. Thank you. It's fine. Look, it's already coming with perks.
You got a
Just
servant?
Ish.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I promise.
yeah, the tea is lacking, but I'll accept it.
Oh, brother. Okay, I can't ever fucking whatever. With that,
very specific. What kind of tea you want?
Oh,
You can't give it to Big Uncle right here on your tea. What kind of crazy thing you thinking?
Alu just like lays down on the floor of the fucking car and is just playing with fucking fire at this point. All right, whatever.
Just mutters and it's like,
How mean.
Hey, Kiriko is just trying to help. I mean, like, hey.
I appreciate it.
She's like, just gotta be careful. You gotta be very specific with that servant serves.
Yeah, no, I definitely need specific teas. It's not like the tea is bad. It's just
He just poured like a bunch of sugar and honey right now.
it's
too much sulfur for you.
Tastes like hell.
Oh, brother, it's gonna be a long train ride.
Choo-choo.
All right. So, some of you sleep, some of you play with fire, or otherwise converse. But eventually, you make it to the end of the line. By this point, the sun has gone down. And you find yourself in, quite frankly, a shady-looking town.
The fuck?
Alu, you know this type of place.
I was about to ask.
You've never been to this town specifically, but it has the feeling that there's a very heavy underground presence here.
Does it is very the Black Hand side of the tracks, or do I feel like my people got an outpost out here?
There's probably several organizations competing for space here.
Oh, that's not good.
Walk onto a war.
So Alu's gonna just tell everybody. Pretty sure it's better to be very cautious on what we ask people around here, because not everyone is going to be on our side or on the up and up.
No, come on, Alu. Look at this place. It can't be all that bad.
Clarence,
And he just
don't
kind of
worry.
stares.
Clarence.
He stares at Alu with just a flat
It's giving
look.
Apple. That's what it's giving.
Bruh, listen.
Like,
I just
you're
know
so dumb.
how some of us like to ask a lot of questions.
Now listen, I've been dealing with this particular organization for a while. I'm not going to ask stupid questions. Just know, pertaining to at least the Black Hand side of things, I'm not going to be easy with them either.
I would hope not.
Yeah. As long as we're not getting into no bar fights, we should be fine.
Yeah, nah.
This place is half bars. What do you mean?
Okay, it can have the bar without the fight.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. Do we see like people running around, or is this just like?
So the streets are not bare. There are people out. Um, the people that you do see are very like keeping to themselves, like not interacting with anybody else that's out. Like think like Earth 3. DC Comics, never mind.
Yeah, I got you.
I don't DC. I'm so sorry.
Would this be a type of town that Kiriko's brother will live at?
Quite possibly.
He a hoodlum too?
He dropped out and got disowned by the mom.
Mm. Okay.
So he ain't got no money or lost that trust fund life.
Well, let's just hope he's not part of anything going on here.
I hope not. But if it is, maybe we'll get information.
So, what are we doing?
Clarence is gonna kind of keep a hand on his weapon and walk straight to the bar.
Okay.
Kiriko's gonna disguise herself to blend in with the townsfolk. He's
roll me a
disguised kid.
D4.
Who?
Clarence.
Cool.
Cool.
Kiriko's just using her disguise kit to blend in.
4.
Okay. Okay, so you head to there are 4 bars like within the immediate like block that you're on. You head into what appears to be the nicest one. The name of it is the Red Tap.
Nice.
The Red Tap?
Yep.
Tap the red.
And as you walk in, the first thing you see is that the man behind the bar is he's dressed very nicely, like he's got high-end clothes on, but like he's not giving high-end member of society.
Is he giving most of these clothes stolen off of somebody else?
It's more like these clothes were paid for by money that was stolen from somebody else.
Yeah. So, real quick, Clarence is gonna look at Alu and just be like, quick random question. Do you know what's the word I'm looking for? What is it called? Can't? I think it is. You know, the things where people
I know my ways around the little cant.
Cool.
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
Do you mind doing just a precursory look? See if you spot anything.
Can you can't? I can.
You can't.
Yeah. I'll give it a look over. So yeah, he's also like I'm also pretty versed in reading the Black Hand's cant. So we'll see.
Excellent. I just want to make sure.
I love you're not asking questions now. This is great. I love this.
Black involved in more questions.
So yeah, I start to look around and see if there's anything that sticks out or like points into a direction of like what we're like something you're supposed to ask or what you need to do next.
Give me a perception check.
Aye.
So nothing particularly stands out here. There are a few folks, who are here having a drink. Um, this is definitely this is where the folks with money come to drink.
Mm,
Um, and not all of it is well-gotten gains.
mhm.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
but people with money tend to know things. So it's really just a matter of what information you're seeking and how you want to go about seeking it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is everybody in here dressed like really well?
Well, Kirko was the only one who changed clothes, so the rest of y'all are probably in your adventuring gear.
No, no, no. I mean like the regular patrons.
Oh, yeah, they're all dressed reasonably well. They're probably not billionaires or nothing, but
Mm.
Okay, okay. Um, just gonna ask ask Clarence, what is it that you are trying to figure out? Because there's nothing that really stands out, but if you ask the right questions, you might get the right answers.
Right now, I just want to figure out who has the most sway in this town. So, probably
You can always ask
best
the
to just.
bartender.
Yeah, I was about to do
You
that.
can always
And
ask the bartender.
he's like, puts arms around both of them. Goes, y'all ready for some fun?
um,
Always.
yeah, let's do it.
That's what I love to hear. And he walks
Alright.
right up the
Well,
bar with them.
Yeah.
all right. Okay.
He's gonna, pick a good little three spot next, like not real close, but like midway between whoever's next to them.
Mm-hmm.
That way they can just catch a little bit of conversation just in case. And just plop down.
hold that.
Uh-oh. So yeah, I will be on a drinks. Anyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinks.
I was like, Kiriko's ready to flirt.
Oh,
If
listen.
you,
Oh, Lord.
if you need her to seek power, she can easily do that.
Look, I fucked up and picked up friends from our warlock buddy, so can't wait to use it.
Oh, man.
This motherfucker without friends this whole time. Lord.
Clarence is about to pull some tricks out of his hat here.
I'm Alu is kind of like sitting back watching Clarence do this, and I'm like, I really want to see how this goes. At this point, he's thinking you're on the opposite side of the tracks. Is Clarence a cop?
Oh, that's great. Oh, no.
I was like,
Clarence
I
is
got guidance now, so
Like you
Clarence ain't confident. He's
I gotta dominate too.
I'm just it's given very cop energy right now, buddy. It feels like you're doing a sting operation.
You sound like you got a wiretap to your chest, buddy.
Right.
All right,
Oh,
where are we?
we're sitting at a bar about to
yeah.
get drinks.
Okay.
Like Kiriko's trying to scope out the joint, and she can sense
Yeah.
like Rich, who's the rich, who has pool here.
Just because we're getting into this, Alu is going to open up his mind and branch out to everybody in the party and start the mind network,
Bacon
aka
Wi-Fi.
Bacon Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Nice. And Clarence is going to use his channel divinity for Emissary of Peace.
Oh.
So it's channel divinity that augments his presence with divine power, grants him a 5 bonus to charisma checks for the next 10 minutes.
Ooh-wee.
Okay.
Woo.
So the bartender approaches and basically gives you each a drink menu. There are drinks on the menu that range anywhere from a copper piece to a gold piece.
Okay. While I'm looking at this menu, is there anything that is like, um, because I know menus have been used as like a way to ask for certain shit and ask for
Mhm.
certain information. Is there anything on this that stands out to me?
So because you know thieves can't,
Hmm.
there actually is a drink that stands out here for you. It is
Yes, sir.
called the Toxic Swirl. It
That sounds
costs a
bad.
silver. It costs a silver piece,
Uh-huh.
but you know that this is a common code for somebody who is seeking to contact. Well, you could call it a higher power, but you could also call it a lower power, if you know what I mean.
Mm,
Hmm.
Mhm.
Um, I would pass that information over the bacon Wi-Fi.
mm.
Just telling Clarence, like, if you are looking to talk to someone with some power here, this is probably what you want to ask for.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 So, Lance is probably just gonna foot the bill on this. He's gonna look at the
Are you
bartender.
sure?
Well, you want to foot the bill?
I'm not saying I'll foot the bill, but I'm saying I'll chip in.
Okay, cool. So he's gonna get. He's gonna look at the bartender and be like, "Hey there, bud. Um, I'm just looking to get like three of like the medium tier drinks,
Mhm.
and then three of the toxic swirls."
Huh.
Okay.
That's a pretty strong drink. You sure about that?
My friend, look at me. Do I look like a person who streaks away from strong drinks?
Very well. And so he goes into the back. Um, and after a moment, um, he comes out and he hands out. He puts down all the drinks and he heads back into the back once more. Um, and for a while, you don't see him.
You ordered 6 drinks, right?
Technically,
Okay, making sure.
he
So
takes a sip of the one he got in front of him, just like testing the waters on their quality.
um, they are indeed liquor.
Okay, cool. Making sure they ain't watering it down and nothing of the sort. He's like, mm-hmm.
So um, after some time, a drow gentleman comes from the back. Um, and he is in like a full like suit. He's dressed to the nines.
Woo. Yes, sir. Okay.
And he walks over to your table and says, um, "Greetings, I'm Cal. I'm Cal. I'm the manager here, and you know, I just wanted to come out and introduce myself, see if there's anything I could do for you all. I've never had the pleasure of your patronage here in my bar, and I just want you to know that I am at your disposal if you should need me." And his eyes are directly on Clarence as he speaks to. I'm assuming you're all sitting together.
Mhm.
Mm.
Well, thank you kindly, Cal. I will have to say you have a very fine establishment here.
You know, I do try. You know, we don't get many of the adventuring persuasion around here too often.
Well, that's fair. Well, we just kind of moseyed on town, heard a few talks on opportunities, so to speak.
So at this point, what he says to you is there's something off about it. But his words are essentially opportunities come in many colors. Um, Elu, being the only one here who knows thieves can't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, his ears are open.
Yeah.
His ears are open. He is actively like translating and telling telling Clarence what to say. He's like, don't say that. I know, don't do it.
And what he's essentially doing is asking you what kind of opportunities you're looking for, because different opportunities come from different places.
So, Clarence is gonna say in like subtle tones, like over the bacon Wi-Fi. Hey, Elu, how would I verse that? I'm looking to, let's say, get in on a take that I was kind of muscled out of from the past, preferably by the Black Hand.
To me, it sounds like you would want to get your hands dirty.
Hmm. So, my dear friend, well, let's just say I'm looking to get my hands a little dirtier than they are now. I had a little bit of experience in the past, and unfortunately, it seems, let's just say the patron of said experience decided to cut me out of the deal, so to speak.
I understand, my good sir. Well, um, given that you have already proven to be such a fine patron here, um, give me an hour to put my ears to the ground, and I'll let you know what I come up with. And he stands kind of expectantly instead of like immediately walking off.
Yeah, he's gonna, let's see, how much fucking money do I actually have? I did not.
What's the standard fee here?
Yeah.
So, depending on the depth of the information that you're searching for,
So he's essentially looking in on that lead from a few years back on that specific heirloom, so to speak.
so essentially, what you have to offer determines what he comes back with.
Mm-hmm. As a show of good faith here, simply because you know we don't want no problems. How much was just like the most expensive drink on the menu?
The most expensive drink on the menu was a gold piece.
Just a gold piece? Okay.
Yeah.
How
And I
much
mean,
money
that's
you
like
got,
for a
Clarence?
mixed drink. Now, if you're talking bottles, That's a different.
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah. What about a bottle? Like, what about like a Casamigos
So, the most
or a
expensive
Dom
bottle,
Perignon?
in the bar is 100 gold.
100 gold.
Yeah,
How much
he
gold do you
don't
got
sell a
on
lot
your
of
clearance?
those.
How much gold do you got on your clearance?
That's a good question.
Speaking of money, DM, we had talked about extra funds that we had not talked about yet. We had talked about prior money that we had not discussed recently. So
Yeah, the money exists, but you don't have access to it. Now, Nadasha, the one with all the money.
I mean, I got a little coin, but I ain't got. It depends on how much. I ain't trying to put foot this man's whole life.
Yeah. I feel Kiriko has a little bit of money.
Like
I
5
got it.
gold
Trust
at
fund
most.
kid.
You have how much gold?
Gold.
One.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, the light.
Alu looks at you and he's just like, whatever. Goes in his pocket and pulls out like 30 gold and gives it to him. Well, like, kind of like slides it.
Kiriko has another 10 gold pieces on that.
So, he slides the gold onto a tray, and like, you can tell he very quickly and very discreetly like eyed how much it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then he bowed and said, "I'll be back as soon as I can." And he walks back to the back. And that's what we're going to call it tonight.
You're starting a tab.
What
is this? I got. Man, I can't.
There were a lot of places where I felt like this session could end up. This wasn't one of them.
Yeah.
I love doing shit that you ain't prepared for.
Yeah, we're in a bar.
Where else were we going? So the gladiator ring?
Yeah.
To break down that whole bit?
possibility.
Oh, okay.
We was going to hell.
You said the boy was dead. We ain't got shit to do with that now. Oh God.
All right. Yeah, let's get some outros going. Let's start in reverse. Clarence.
never mind.
What up, y'all? It's Clarence, your freaking resident smooth talking paladin, apparently. And yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes.
Oh yeah.
You can find me everywhere at Lexibox. Wherever you want to find me, you can see it. And you can catch me here the Mondays that we're here. And that's all I got.
All right, Coco.
You muted, my love? Coco, I think you're muted, my love.
We might have lost her.
Or you're asleep.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So, that there is Coco. She played Madasha tonight. One half of Coco Mac Productions and all of that. You can find her at Coco Kitten Bruja and or Coco Mac Productions. And we're going to keep it pushing.
Just a FYI, she is still on a social media hiatus, so you will find her at the Coco Mac Productions.
That there.
But yeah, hey, you beautiful motherfuckers. I am Keon. I played Alu today, and I hope y'all had a time listening to me talk fuck shit. Other than that, my beautiful bitches, I've done a little bit of realigning of my social media names and all that good stuff. So anything gaming, it is going to be Brother Neptune down there in the chat. So it is BRUTHANEPTUNE. And I'm still sorry about this. I'm glad y'all had a time. Okay. But yeah, if you're looking for me on actual socials, it is Brother Keon, and that is still BRUTHAQUEON, and I will be here again in 2 weeks, motherfucker.
All right. And last but not least, Taylor, bring your fine ass on up here and and tell us about yourself.
Gang.
Hey everyone, it's me, Spunky Taylor, vote for Kiriko. Haven't said that in a while. She's just vibing at the bar. She's ready for some shenanigans at this bar.
All right. And I am Mac Epiphany. Apparently, Mr. Epiphany if you're nasty.
Damn,
Mr. Epiphany.
Lord.
Very much so.
Always ready.
Mhm.
It's always on deck.
So yeah, you can find me at Mac Epiphany at all the places and or Coco Mac Productions, even though Coco does most of the TikTok stuff. You know, I don't be messing with that too much. But yeah, we will be back next week, but not to play D&D. I will be hosting a Jackbox game for any and all persons who have participated in a Hillard campaign. We will be playing in character. So I hope some of y'all will show up to show out.
And it'll be my birthday.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We're out.
We out.